Hello, welcome to Golden Energy 1111. I'm Mama Nova with a message for the collective and for any karmics or anybody that come across this video. Been going through different portals and shifts, and they've been happening rapidly, and my outcome has been for my highest good because I'm connected to my higher self and to my archangels, and I'm aware of my own angelic energy, of who I am angelically. And I've been standing strong and tall in my boundaries. I have put a lid on my compassion, meaning that I'm not allowing people to abuse my compassion, and I'm not making decisions based off of just emotions. I'm using emotional intelligence along with logical intelligence. My masculine and feminine energy is aligned where I can stir my chariot, and I'm aligned with my intuition, and I'm following my intuition even if I do not overstand it in a 3D sense. I know that my spiritual team is not going to lead me down the wrong path, and somebody needs to know and somebody needs to hear this, because if that wasn't the case, my spirit wouldn't have let me to create this video. Now, I've been facing a lot of challenges, and I know when these challenges is coming, in the forefront, I always keep that any challenge that I'm facing is for my highest good. So however it appears, it's something, a lesson, a message, some type of transition, some kind of growth that's included in this challenge. So that's always at the forefront. But collective, how you perceive that challenge is going to determine how it's going to work out, because you are the creator, the co-creator of your reality with your connection to the divine source. So if you're facing a challenge and all these negative thoughts is coming into your mind, and you decide to add on to that negativity, then your reality is going to have a negative response. You're going to have a negative outcome. But if you stand positive and you keeping your faith in the divine source, in the divine connection, you keeping your faith with your higher self, knowing who you are, knowing that you're capable, knowing that you're doing everything correctly, that means that you're not being cutthroat, you're not taking short end of the stick, you're not just accepting anything, you know your worth. So with that being said, it always work out. It always work out when you stand true to yourself and you keep in your faith and you have belief and imagination. My spiritual team has been leading me, and I knew that I was right at the door to go through a portal for a new whole reality. I've been going through a lot of portals, and I know that the collective been going through a lot of portals as well. I just got a phone call that I was not expecting, but I was staying faithful in my challenge that it's going to turn good in my favor, because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm not backtracking, and I'm not going back into old desires, old ways. I'm not under the wheel of fortune. I'm riding the wave. I'm going with the flow. Also, I have been connecting more with nature, and I've been seeing the signs and sigils and synchronicities what the universe is communicating with me, the divine source, the holy ones, okay? I'm just a small portion of the collective, and we all are manifesting and doing this together. And I'm very proud of us, because it's not easy to not talk to your mother. Okay? And that's how, too, I know when I'm close to going through a portal, because somebody from my past that's connected to me on an emotional sense or with a title will contact me. And my mom contacted me about 2 days ago saying she missed me and don't be a stranger, stuff like that. See, when these archons who create this 3D reality, they want to see if you really are who you say you are. Have you really changed? Have you really transformed? Have you really put death to your old self? So, especially when you come out of serving certain gods and stuff like that, you want to get tested, because energy goes where your attention goes, energy flows where your attention goes. So one point in time, I was a believer in the Bible and stuff like that, and turn the other cheek and sacrifice and the cross and all that. I'm aware of Christ conscious, you know what I'm saying? The collective conscious, higher conscious. But I'm also aware that, you know, when you coming out of the 3D, it's no right or wrong, it's just all energy. So, instead of me giving my energy away or having my energy siphoned from me and stolen from me for chaos and for people to drain my energy and just leave me dry as a desert, when I'm so giving, so kind, so loving, and people try to make you think that you're not a nice person and that you're not loving and kind because you want to allow them to continue to abuse you and use you and take advantage of you, that's on them. Well, at one point in the time, I didn't want to see none of my karmics go through any trials or tribulation until my spiritual team told me that I need to call forth judgment, because they would not stop, and they have been being warned so many times to stop astral projecting, stop coming through my dreams, stop trying to cause me nightmares and fears that's not real. But they continue to do it. So it got to a point where I was just protecting my energy, and then it got to a point where I had to call for judgment, because these karmics are relentless. They feel entitled to your energy. They're afraid to go into their own shadow places when you already done the shadow work. You already then been in the dark. You is the dark and the light. You are aware of the equilibrium. They too are afraid to take karmic accountability, which was supposed to happen in the year of the 8th infinity, 2024. People were supposed to take karmic accountability, whether it hurt it or not. A lot of things that I had to accept that was my fault or take accountability for hurt me. It hurted me. And that's where the dark nights of the soul come in, where I had to accept that I made a lot of bad choices chasing after worldly things. It's no secret. I'm not hiding. And people want to judge me when I am the judge. How am I the judge? Because I've been there, done that, and I can see you, and you know I see you, but you don't want to be seen, you want to be hidden, or you don't want me around because you don't want to hear the truth. I don't have to be around your energy. As a matter of fact, I can't even be around your energy, because it's draining. I can only be around shit that causes life. I can only be around people that's genuine, honest. You know, yes, it's at a point where we're in Taurus season where it has been all work and no play for me. Because of the simple fact, I'm in my season of planting my seeds so they can come to fruition when it's time for the harvest to come around. You got people who don't want to do the work and don't want to lay in their beds. And you got people who want to be connected to you, chosen, collective, earth angel, archangel, goddess, god, princess, king, queen, whatever you call yourself, because you are who you are. who you believe to be, that will want to be around your energy so that they don't have to face their karma, so they don't have to face their judgment. That's not going to be the case for me, because I'm only going to share my energy with people that is willing to give that energy back to me. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, I was willing to accept nothing just to have somebody in my life. I have not talked to my grandmother, my father, my mother. I just started back talking to my son when it was around the time that I started doing the healing for the relationship for me and my son. But that's his own path to walk, and if he don't get himself to a point of loving on himself, like I'm telling him all the time, to put himself first, because self-love is the most important here in this reality. That's his own path. Everybody is here on their own path, their own spiritual mission. Wherever you is at, that's where you at. But this message, I just wanted to give a quick message to say, no matter what it looked like in the 3D collective, please stay positive in your mind, follow your heart, and have faith that your spiritual team is right there. People see me, they think I'm alone. I'm never fucking alone. I'm never alone. When I'm alone, I'm never alone. Because I got my army of spiritual warriors with me all day, every day. I have not been standing up worrying, afraid. I've been embracing every moment, every transition, every process, the more access that the divine source gives me to seeing the real truth of what all this is. For me to take the rose-colored glasses off. It has been a long journey. It's been about 5 years that I was seeking and searching, thirsty for the truth, the real truth, not the religion truth that I once was believing in. When all of that was stripped away from me and I was naked and bare, searching for the truth, getting misguided by people that is in the spiritual community, people that need to stop knowing that people want to know the truth for themselves, that you have to go within yourself to find the truth, and people take advantage of that, knowing that people are seeking, and so they'll have them believing that they the ones with all the truth, and they'll be misleading and misguiding people. The divine source is watching you people too, because I got real distorted in the beginning of my path with so much information and trying to figure out the truth, because there was individuals in the spiritual community that was taking advantage of the information or the truth and turning it and giving false doctrine with the truth, the same way how it is with the church, the same way you're going to have people in the spiritual community taking advantage of the truth so that you can think that you only can get it from them for financial gain. They be doing it for financial gain. You would think that they would know better after being a part of like a religion or being awakened. You would think that they would know better to play around with the spirit like that. But the Great Mother is doing the wash. Shit that is not natural, shit that is not honest, of honor and truth and integrity is being washed out. And if people don't want to change, I don't have nothing to do with what people don't want to change. All I know that I'm going to continue to heal and do what the divine source has for me to do. Stay positive in your heart. Don't worry. Don't stress. Take your time. I don't like being rushed. That's another thing. Like people that be rushing and all that, I just let them go, because I'm not in a hurry. They be rushing, driving all fast, and we end up at the same stoplight. Like, I'm not about to be having anxiety and being all frustrated and all that. I have too much happiness and joy. Tears of joy. Like I said, I just got a phone call that I was not expecting, but I knew in my heart that my challenge was going to be taken care of because of my faith in my spiritual team and faith that I'm creating my own reality. I'm creating my own reality. With the divine source, I'm the co-creator of my reality based off of the energy, frequency, and vibration that I connect with. If I wanna go to hell to L, then I can sit around and be negative and be projecting frustrations onto others, because we all are mirroring the energies that's around us. But I'm wise enough to know that whatever energy I have within is what is going to be manifesting without. That's going to be the situation I'm going to be dealing with. So, this is golden energy. Golden, loving, kind energy. 1111. I'm Mama Nova. And this is just a brief message about, if you facing any challenges, collective, to stay positive. Do not get discouraged, even if it's looking real crazy in the 3D. Because just right on time, I'm saying a beautiful dove. Right on time, your spiritual team going to see how you're going to react. And they're going to show up. Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael, Megatron. Okay, you got Oya all up through here. Santa Marta, Setman, Divine Source, Black Madonna,